My name is Terrilyn Douglas, and I'm a vocal instructor for the South Bend Civic Theater. Today, I'll be giving a vocal lesson that will include some breathing techniques and vocal warm-ups that you can do every day to help develop your voice. Now, a little bit about the Civic. We have year-long programming that includes taking classes, joining workshops, and shows, amongst other things. Also, today's workshop is free, but we are accepting donations. So if you would like to be a part of any of our programming or would like to donate to the South Bend Civic Theater, please visit us at www.sbct.org/education. Okay, let's get into some breathing techniques. Okay, so let's talk about breathing. I believe that the single most important key to being a great singer versus a good singer is having good breath support and understanding where to breathe from. So the first thing I want you to do is take a really good deep breath in. And matter of fact, if you have a mirror, go ahead and pause right here and go stand in front of a mirror and do this. So we're going to take a good breath in. Do it with me. Now, if your shoulders went like this, when you took a deep breath in, then you're breathing incorrectly. But that's okay. That's why we're doing this today. Our instrument is inside and we can't see it. So you have to use your imagination a lot. This time when you take a deep breath, I want you to imagine that you are breathing from the ground up. Right? And then I also want you to imagine that your entire abdomen is being filled up with air like a balloon. So when you blow up a balloon, it fills up all the way around the sphere, right? So think of your abdomen like a balloon, and then also think, oh, I'm going to breathe from the ground up. You know, a good thing to do is to kind of plie while you're doing it. So let's do it together. Remember, let's try to keep our shoulders down. So 1, 2, 3, take a deep breath in and let it out. Let's try that again. Deep breath in and out. Now, remember I talked about how we have to use our imagination. It's also kind of good to know what is actually happening inside. So, right, you breathe through your lungs. And by our lungs, we have this thing called a diaphragm. And when we take a deep breath in, our diaphragm expands. And also all of the muscles in our abdomen expand and help support the diaphragm. So let's just pretend that my arms is my diaphragm, right? When I take a deep breath in, your diaphragm will expand, but it flattens because all the muscles around it are expanding as well. So I'm going to take a deep breath in. And back out. Let's do that again. Take a deep breath in. And out. Okay, so we talked about how our lungs are expanding, how our diaphragm is expanding, our rib cage is also expanding, and we're going to try to breathe from the ground up. If you're still having problems with taking a deep breath in and your shoulders are going up, it's okay. I actually have a really neat trick that'll help you to understand and kind of remember that feeling of what it feels like when you're breathing correctly. So you'll have to touch your toes. If you can't touch your toes, that's okay. The whole goal is to kind of just be bent over in the position like you were touching your toes. So like this. And you want to hang over and be relaxed. So go ahead and bend over and just kind of relax your body. And while you're relaxing, just go ahead and take a couple of breaths in. So we'll breathe in together and out. Let's breathe in this time and breathe in through our nose and then out with our mouths. Breathe in and out. All right. Next thing, I want you to place one hand on your abdomen, the lower part of your abdomen, and I want you to place another hand right underneath that oblique, kind of where your rib cage is, right? So go ahead and bend back over, and I want us to take a deep breath in through our nose, and then we're gonna breathe out through our mouth on a here we go. Also, close your eyes and think about what you're feeling, how your body's expanding, what's moving, okay? Remember, we have to use our imagination. So bend over and breath in through your nose and out. When you did that, you should have felt your entire rib cage expand, and you should also have felt your abdomen expand this way. So let's try it again. Close your eyes, think about what you're feeling, and let's go ahead. And in through your mouth, in through your nose, and out through your mouth. The great thing about kind of practicing that exercise is when you're bent over that way, you can't actually breathe incorrectly. When we're born as babies, we are born breathing right. And then as we get older, we kind of learn to breathe incorrectly. And we start to breathe from up here, which is not great for singing because you'll get winded really, really quickly and you won't be able to support your sound as well. So anytime you're like, oh man, I can't remember how to breathe, take a deep breath in from the ground up using my abdomen, go ahead and just bend over and practice breathing in and out that way. All right, so we talked about where to breathe from. And the next thing we need to talk about is once we're breathing in correctly, having really, really good breath support. In order to have good breath support, you have to use this thing called your pelvic floor. You're probably like, what is that, right? How do I even access it? Simple. So when you have to go pee and there's no bathroom around, you have to hold it, right? That holding it sensation is actually you pulling your pelvic floor up towards your belly button. And by the way, your pelvic floor is located by the lower part of your abdomen. And so I want you to just take a second there and imagine having to go pee and having to hold it though. So think about that sensation that you have when you're holding it and you really have to go, right? So go ahead and take a sec. Yeah, and go ahead and release and let it go back to its neutral position. That's you pulling your pelvic floor up towards your belly button. Now, another way to manipulate your pelvic floor is when you have to go use the restroom and you have to go poo, right? So I actually want you to imagine sitting and having to go poo. I know, it sounds really, really crazy, but that feeling that of you pushing down, and I don't want you to, I don't want you to do that. Just kind of slightly push down like you would when you have to go. And that sensation of pushing down is you also manipulating your pelvic floor. So having to go pee is you manipulating and engaging your pelvic floor up towards your belly button. You having to go poo is you pushing that pelvic floor down. Now, it's really important to be able to push that pelvic floor down because most of the time, that's where we get that really, really good breath support. Okay, so this is what I want us to try. We're going to push our pelvic floor down. Remember that feeling that you get when you go to the restroom the other way. And I want you to take a deep breath in like we talked about before. So let's try that together. 1, 2, 3. Push down. Breathe in. And out. Let's try that again. Notice my shoulders are not moving. I'm going to take a step back. Notice my shoulders are not moving and my stomach is actually going out this way. So, pushing my pelvic floor down and taking a deep breath from the ground up. So, here we go. 1, 2, 3, in and out. Let's try that 2 more times. And when you're letting your breath out, go ahead and let it out all as much as you need to until all your breath is gone. So take a deep breath in, pelvic floor down, and out. Last time, let's add some vibrations. So let's do a zzz when we let our air out. So breath in through our nose and out on a z and let it out. That's a really good exercise to practice breathing in and using that pelvic floor to support your sound. So to kind of rephrase or retract everything that we've learned today, you want to breathe from your lower abdomen from the ground up. If you forget how to do that, go ahead and try that exercise while you're bending over. And then you also want to engage your pelvic floor up and down, especially down when you're wanting to get really, really good support when you're taking that good breath in. Now, I will say that when I sing, I do engage my pelvic floor depending upon what part of a song I'm singing. And as you guys start to practice and you're singing more, you'll start to understand what that feels like. Another good trick that you can use is panting like a dog. That'll help you to engage your core. Do it with me. 2 more times and 1 more time. That helps as well. So try those tricks and let's go ahead and get into our vocal warm-up. All right, so I am so ready to start singing now. I want you guys to make sure you're standing up straight. You can either put your feet shoulder length apart, or if you're like me, you can slightly slide one foot in front of the other. And I actually like to lean a little bit. It helps me to engage. Lean forward, that is. Please try to remember to take a deep breath in while you're pushing down your pelvic floor. Remember where to breathe from. Think of your lower abdomen as a balloon. And if you're not doing this perfectly, that's okay. Just keep practicing because practice makes consistency. All right, first warm up that I want to do is a simple lip trill. I like to start on lip trills because lip trills are very low impact on the voice. If you cannot do a lip trill, then go ahead and sing on a z sound. So lip trill or zzz. Guys, please sing down the octave and we're just gonna go up the scale. So I'll play it for you and we'll start off slow. Here we go. go. Breathe. 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 Make sure you're breathing with me. Good job. Breathe. 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 Go ahead and drop out when it's too high for you, or you can go down the octave. Just a couple more. Breathe. Last one. Breathe. Good job. Go ahead and for me. Take a good breath and sigh for me. Now I want to try arpeggio. Same thing, lip trill or zzz. Here we go, and breathe. Whichever one, and keep going. Breathe. 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 Last one. Our next warm-up will be ah skips. So I'll play it the first time and sing it. Ah. Listen to it again. Ah. Now your turn. And ah. Breathe. Good. Breathe. 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 Good. Breathe. 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 Good. And breathe. Breathe. And Our next warm-up will be an arpeggio on A, E, I, O, U. So listen first. A, E, I, O, U. A, E. Keep going. Good. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe in. Good job. Breathe in. Breathe. Make sure you're using that pelvic floor. In. Good job. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe. In. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe. Two more. In. Breathe. Last one. Let's do a fast lip trill, and we'll just go up the scale and back down. So for example, in. Breathe. Breathe. In. Okay, let's do a lip trill, just going up and down the scale. So we just go 1 to 5, back to 1. Your turn. In. Or zzz, zzz. Breathe. Breathe. In. In. Good. Good. Breathe. Two more. Last one. Okay, so for our next exercise, I'm going to do a different kind of arpeggio. You'll do 1, 3, 5, 5, 5, 3, 1. But I want you to sing it on me, and then we'll do me, ma, mo, mu. And we'll also sing each phrase twice. So this is what I mean. Right? So, starting on me. Gentlemen, down the octave. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and May. Ma. Mo. Moo. Me. Ma. Sorry about that. Moo. Change to ah. Good ah. Ah. E. E again. Ooh. Stay on ooh. Back to E. E. Last one. E. Good job. Another exercise I want us to do is Mama Made Me Mash My M&Ms. And a lot of you guys, I'm sure, are very used to that, or familiar, excuse me, with that exercise. And while you're singing this, I want it to be staccato. So, Mama made me mash my M&Ms, right? And I want you to focus your sound going forward. So, I can't play and point. So, while you're singing, I want you to go ahead and point all the way through. All right? Men, ladies. 1, 2, ready, and Mama made me mash my M&Ms, and don't forget to point, and breathe, 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 and breathe, 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 Mama. Don't forget to point. Breathe. Just a few more. Breathe. Drop out when you need to. Last one. Good. Give me a good ooh. So I really want you to go ahead and sing through every note. Ooh. Ready and ooh. Breathe. Ooh. Every note. Breathe. Ooh. Breathe. Keep going. Breathe. 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 On ooh. We're still on ooh. Ooh. Change to E. Breathe. 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 We're still on E. Breathe. Breathe. Good. Two more. Last one. And good job. Give me another good sigh. This time I want you to sigh from the bottom up as well. Here we go. And make sure you're relaxed and shake it out. All right. So we're going to go down the scale now. And we're just going to do exactly the first exercise that we did before, only we'll do it on different vowel sounds. So we're going to go up the scale, but I'm going to go down the keyboard. So, and give me a good, let's do a lip trill again. And then we'll go down. Excuse that. All right, so starting at middle C. Ladies, gentlemen, here we go. Lip trill or on Z. Make that Z sound. Here we go. And good. Breathe. 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 Sorry about that. And breathe. One more. Okay, so we're going to do another low note exercise, and we're just going to go from 5 to 1, walking down the scale. So that's all you have to sing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your turn. And a siren, kind of starting from the bottom all the way up and over and all the way down. So here we go, all the way down. And over. Good job. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today's workshop. It's been a lot of fun for me. I hope that is fun for you, and I hope that you were able to learn some things about breath support breathing and had a good vocal warm-up on today. I know that a lot of you are actors and actresses as well as vocalists, and so you can apply those vocal techniques that we talked about to your characters. Music is specifically designed for characters in motion, so it's all connected. Just be aware of that. If you are interested in learning more vocal warm-ups and about breath support and where to breathe from, you can check out Jeff Rolka on YouTube. His last name is spelled R-O-L-K-A, and I really like his videos because he takes specific vocal ranges and he does a warm-up just for your range. So if you're mezzo soprano, lyric soprano, alto, contralto, tenor, bass, baritone, whatever it is, he has a warm-up specifically in your vocal range. Another one that I really enjoy is Jacob's Music Academy. They have really quick and easy vocal warm-ups that you can do. And the last one that I enjoy on YouTube is Eric Arsenault, and his last name is spelled A-R-C-E-N-E-A-U-X. I enjoy his videos that are specifically about breathing and breath support. Please don't forget to donate to the South Bend Civic Theater if you're so inclined. Information about how to donate will be in the video description and also at the end of this video. Please visit us at www.sbct.org/education for more information on our summer camps and also on our education program as a whole. Lastly, don't forget to watch our next workshop, which is the Ed Carton characters with Amelia on May 14th. Our workshops are on Tuesdays and Thursdays until May 14th. And thank you so much for supporting the South Bend Civic Theater Academy. Have a good day.